Nick speaking, and this is a little response video to RetributionAngel's Tagging You, which is basically 20 questions for me to answer about wargaming. So question 1 is, how did I get into wargaming? Well, that was from a friend stroke colleague. He'd just finished building his Tyranid army and came down to my place. He brought some orcs with him. I played orcs, he played Tyranids. We had a little game on the dining room table, and I enjoyed it. I particularly remember the Zoanthropes using its psychic power and blasting my orc buggy away, which I thought was quite impressive. And a few weeks later I decided I wanted to get my own army. Question 2 is, for how long have I been playing? I've been playing 40k for 8 years. What war games do I play? And what is my favourite? My favourite is 40k. It's my main game, really. I don't really play much else. A buddy of mine does have the old Man of War game and Blood Bowl, and we do play those occasionally, but primarily just 40k. What armies do I play? And what's my favourite? Well, the armies I play Necrons, I play 13th Company Space Wolves, I play Tyranids, and I play Eldar. In my view, I have 3 Eldar armies. I have the Eldar Harlequins, I have the Samhan style Eldar, and I have what I call a universal Eldar. So I can make it Mech Eldar or Foot Slogging Eldar. So I've got 3. My favourite, I suppose, at the moment is Eldar, because it's the most newest army that I've got. Arguably, I would say that Harlequins are my most favourite to play with, as yet I haven't been defeated with them. What is my least favourite army, and what would I never play? Well, I suppose my least favourite army would be Blood Angels, and the main reason for that is well, my main opponent that I play against has Blood Angels, and I've played many games against them, and I mean, just from that experience, really, I think it's an army I wouldn't want to play. Looking at all the other factions out there, I suppose the other one that I wouldn't really like to play is Imperial Guard. I don't know, something just about little humans just doesn't float my boat. I'd like aliens, basically. Question 6 is, what's my first army? What was my first army? Well, Necrons, basically. Yeah, Necrons, my first army. What was my first model that I brought? That would be Necron Warriors, basic troops choice, and soon after that would have been the Lord. Why do I play and collect the armies that I play? Okay, well, the Necrons, basically my first army, I bought purely on the front cover of the Codex. Really loved the picture. I didn't know anything about Necrons. I really loved that picture, and that's the one I went with purely because I liked the picture. My next army, which was Space Wolves, I was looking for something totally different to Necrons. The Eye of Terror came out, and I was going to play Orc Speed Freaks. I looked at Samhan at the time, but I didn't want an big army with lots of flying bases, because I'd done that with the Necrons. So in the end I decided on Space Wolves, in particular the Eye of Terror 13th Company, so no vehicles, just literally in your face, hard, close combat army. And then with my Eldar, I basically walking past a charity shop, saw a box of Guardians and a Farseer in there for literally nothing. Couldn't resist, I bought them, and then went down the road, got the Eldar Codex, and well, it just stemmed from there, really. Right, next one is, how much have I spent approximately on wargaming in your life, and how much do I spend a month? Well, I just can't answer the how much in my life. Too much. So much I'd never even add it up. I added up how much it cost me to do one of my tanks, my Eldar tanks, and by the time I bought the Forge World bit and the upgrades and then the star engines, and by the time you put the paint into it, it was It's quite expensive, and that was just one model, so I'm just not going to think about that. How much do I spend a month? Well, at the moment, I suppose I'm buying roughly about £30 a month. Question 10. Are you more of a gamer or a hobbyist? I would say that I'm actually both. I really enjoy the painting. I really enjoy playing the games and working out the tactics and everything. I suppose my least favourite thing is converting. I'm quite happy building stuff and doing minor bits and pieces, but I don't have a huge imagination. Not like some people out there that do some fantastic conversions. But I suppose I do enjoy the painting and seeing the results and playing, yeah, so both. Question 11. Do you paint all your models? Well, the answer really is yes. I do have a few stand-ins, a few harlequins, but they are just there just so that I can play them. I don't particularly want any army with any models in that I haven't painted. And ideally, any models that I've built, really, I want the whole thing to be mine, really. Next question. How good of a painter are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being golden demon standard. Well, that is a difficult one. I suppose I would say, I think I'm a reasonable painter. Some of my techniques, I haven't mastered all the techniques yet. And I would say I'm probably about 5. Mainly, I think my models my painting looks quite reasonable because I am quite fussy, basically. I do take my time and make sure that everything's all nicely finished. That does boost the quality of the painting quite a lot. But I would say about a 5. Do you read White Dwarf or any other game magazines? No other game magazines. White Dwarf, I do subscribe to White Dwarf. Whether I read it or not is another thing. I normally flick through all the pages that are no use to me, like Lord of the Rings and original fantasy. Try and find a couple of 40k pages in there. Occasionally there's nice articles. It was nice seeing all the Dark Elder stuff in there, for example. But I have to say, probably all in all, White Dwarf is a waste of money, really. Question 14. Do I stay up to date on the game? Do I check all the codexes and FAQs? Well, I certainly check all the new stuff from the armies that I have. And possibly even for the armies that my close friends have. But if something came out for an army that I never play or have no interest in, like Imperial Guard for example, then I wouldn't stay up to date on that. Next question. Do I play for fun or to win? Well, when I first started, it was definitely just for fun. I always had the view, win or lose, I always had a good time. To be honest, the last couple of years, I've probably played more to win now. Ever since my Blood Angels opponent got Orcs, and he bought Thraka and the Knobs, and basically just going the Death Star route. I had my new Eldar army, and it took me a while, big learning curve with Eldar, and without all the models that I actually wanted when you first start playing, it was tough, and I had a bad time. I lost many weeks in a row, and from then on I started having a look on the internet and the blogs and try to get my tactics up together. And now for me, yes, I do enjoy playing, but I like to win. So next question. Do I play tournaments? No, never played in a tournament. I've never really wanted to play in a tournament, although since I've been doing the blogging and stuff, I must admit I'm getting a bit tempted to play in a tournament. Maybe when I've fully painted my Eldar, I might have a go. Question. How good of a gamer am I on a scale of 1 to 10? Well, probably, as I haven't played in any tournaments, it's going to be difficult for me to judge. Amongst my friends, I'm probably fairly good. I don't know, tournament scene, totally different, but amongst my friends I would say I'm about 7 or 8. I think I'm pretty decent. Did I ever cheat in a game? not exactly cheat, but obviously when some rules can go in particular favour for someone, and I might have sort of tried to get some rules to go in my favour, but I don't cheat. I mean, if you cheat and win, you're just a loser basically. Question 19. Do you sometimes get mad when you lose? I don't really get mad, but I do get a bit disappointed, especially if I've lost because I've done a stupid error. But I have found that 9 times out of 10 games are won and lost on just 1 or 2 dice rolls. After a game you can reflect and just say, well, if I hadn't thrown a 2, if I'd thrown a 3 as opposed to a 2 on that, game would have been different. So last question then. Are you a lucky gamer? Do you get luck at rolling dice? Well, I would say I'm fairly lucky, but it is fairly well spread. I mean, I do get some very bad rolls on certain things. If I'm shooting a melter gun, I pretty much always throw a 1. If I'm producing a scarab swarm for my tomb spider, I always throw a 1 and wound myself. And I've had an instance where things like I've had 8 immortals and I've had 8 wounds to take. I've tried to save them and I've thrown ones and 2s for all of them and they all died. So I have had bad luck, but very often I do get good luck, especially things like cover saves and that. I'm normally pretty good. So that's pretty much it then. So that's my 20 questions. And if you fancy having a go, if you have a look on Retribution Angel's original video, you'll be able to print off the questions. Thanks for watching them. Bye.